taking you on a journey through the world of music, from old school hits and classics to today's biggest projects. The only station that covers heavy metal to hip hop and R&B and everything in between. The sound of the people is CTR.
5 years, guys. 5 years since we've had a Kendrick Lamar album, and here it is. Finally, 2022 is the year that we get a new project from K-Dot. 18 songs lasting 1 hour and 18 minutes. If you're going to listen to it all at the same time, then, you know, put some time aside because it's going to take you a while to get through it. Is it worth it? I'm going to say first initial opinion. When I first heard it, I really wasn't into it, but then I had to sit back. And assess my opinion because I had to be sort of less biased because I was sat there thinking, oh, it's not the same as Damn. It's not like Damn. But I had to check myself because last year I did a review on Certified Lover Boy by Drake, and I criticized Drake for always keeping the same style and never changing it up. And I was sat there literally doing the exact same thing to Kendrick Lamar, saying he's not doing the exact same thing that he did 5 years ago. So I had to check myself. The guy was 29 when he made Damn. He's 34 now. He's in a completely different mindset. He's in a completely different part of his life. Maybe he wants to get some things off his chest. And that's exactly what he did, because some of the songs on this album are they're hard to listen to. They really are. You've got Mother Sober close to the end of the album. That's really goes in deep into his early life, where he talks about how he sees his mum getting abused, how he saw a lot of bad things. He was abused when he was younger, allegedly. Apparently, that's what he says in this album. It's hard to listen to, but it's nice to see him opening up and maybe breaking the mold what rappers usually do, because he talks about how rappers usually use violence to cover up their emotions and what they usually really want to say. And I really like the aspect of what Kendrick is trying to portray in this album. Very, very good. I can't even remember if I mentioned the name of the album at the start of this. It's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. A random title for an album, but it's great. It's a great title, I suppose. Mr. Morale, the actual song that is on this album. I wouldn't say it's the best song on here, but it is good, and it's. I think it's probably going to be one of the songs that is going to go into the charts off of this album. Another one for me is United in Grief. That's a very, very good song. I also wouldn't be surprised if that ended up in the charts. We Cry Together. Not a song that I think that is going to be in the charts, but one of the most entertaining songs, rap songs especially, that I've heard in a while, featuring Taylor Page. It really reminds me of the songs back in the day that Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre used to do. Do you know where they was arguing with someone in the background of the album, and it all sort of like overflowed into a song? Well, this is like that, except it puts its own little spin on it. It's very, very good. Some great producers that have worked on this album as well. You've got Jibs, you've got Soundwave, you've got Oklahoma. Very, very good. I think I pronounced that wrong. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, well. Anyway, as I was saying, very, very good producers, great writers on this. The benefit of not making an album for 5 years is you get a lot of people who maybe can help you and maybe contribute to make the project better. And I think that is what has happened in this situation. Obviously, Kendrick is under Aftermath / Interscope Records, so he's got access to some of the best people in the world to help him produce the best album that he wants to do. Very, very good project once again. While I am looking at this album, I do want to just go quickly back, and obviously because there's 18 songs on here, so I'm going to forget some ones, and I don't want to forget the songs that I want to talk about. Savior is a very good song also on this album. Take a breath, Reese. Take a breath. You're talking very fast. Savior, very, very good. Really good. What else have you got on here? Let's have a look. Oh, Rich. You got the Rich interlude with Kodak Black, by the way, which I'll come to in a minute. You got Rich on here, and then you've got the actual Rich song, but the interlude features Kodak Black, and he also appears a couple more times on the album in a couple more interludes. Very, very entertaining from Kodak Black. It's good to see him working on a Kendrick project. Apparently he got shot. He was on video last month. Crazy, crazy. Apparently, it was something that he said about Lauren London a couple of years ago, and yeah, maybe that's why he's in a bit of shit. But anyway, moving on. He's on a song himself on this album. One of the songs on this album, in my opinion, that doesn't live up to the hype when I first saw the list of songs that were on here. I was really looking forward to it, but I really thought that song let me down, to be quite honest with you. I thought it could have been better. Not to say that it's bad, but it's not one of my favorite songs on the album whatsoever. Probably my favorite song on here is Die Hard. Very, very good song. And in my opinion, that is my pick to go into the charts and do quite well. I mean, I might be wrong. I might not be wrong, but that would be my pick. I think it's a very, very good song. All in all, it's a very solid project. And once again, guys, don't go into this album thinking that you're going to hear something similar to Damn all the way back in 2017, because you will be disappointed. Go into this album the same way that you go into every single other Kendrick Lamar album, hopefully. And that is expecting something new, something different, a little bit of a style change from K. Dot. Go into the album thinking that, and you won't be disappointed, in my opinion. This is basically just because we know Kendrick doesn't really like to keep the same style for very long. And 5 years is a long time to take a break and then just come back with the same style. And in my opinion, I think he's done the right thing. Maybe it's not to everyone's taste. It certainly wasn't up to my taste when I first heard this album, but I was very impressed the way he was able to switch up and the way he was able to open himself up to the community and his fans. I think that's a really strong thing to do, considering where he's from and the people that he associates himself with, and the obviously the pedestal that he is on in the rap community and the music community in general. I think it's a very, very brave thing to do. So well done to Kendrick Lamar. Talking about your demons, it's the best way to do it. Coming out with a great new project, 1 hour, 18 minutes. You've been waiting for 5 years, guys. You're going to get your fill with Kendrick Lamar here for the next couple of months, hopefully. Maybe we'll see some more frequent releases from him nowadays, now that he's released this album. Speaking of frequent releases, guys, hopefully I'm going to be releasing more videos on this channel, because I've just been very, very busy for the past couple of weeks and it's not been the right time to release a video. But obviously we've got the Kendrick. We've got the Post Malone album coming out next month. I'm really looking forward to that. We've got a couple more great projects coming out this year, so hopefully that will keep me busy. And I really want to get the podcast started. I want to get my mate Gilly back on here too. He was ill and I was ill. We discussed the 20-year songs back in 2002 that came out. I want to go back and do a 1992 release podcast with him, and maybe even a 2012 one, like celebrating the songs that came out 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. So you can expect all that from the channel, plus a couple more treats. I am also opening a TikTok channel, which is Chart Topper Radio, the exact same name, the exact same logo, shorter videos, but the same premise. You know what TikTok's like, and that's what I'm going to be doing on there. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, go and look up Chart Topper Radio. You'll recognize the channel because it's got the same logo and it's got the same name and it's got this beautiful mug all over some of the videos, so you'll know it's me. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like it, press the like button, press the subscribe button. If you agree with my opinion of this album, which by the way is an 8.5, not as good as Cordays this year, but second best in my opinion. Donda was great, Donda 2 was great. But I believe this album is on that level. So I'm going to give it an 8.5. If you agree with that opinion, make sure you put it in the comments. Make sure you message me if you like. I'm open on Instagram and I'm on WhatsApp if you've got my number, if you're lucky enough to have my number. If you don't agree with me, put that in the comment. I've just nearly spat everywhere. If you don't agree with me, put that in the comments as well. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I love a good discussion. But hopefully I'll see you on the channel in a couple of days. Hopefully I'll see you on TikTok in a couple of hours if you decide to follow me. But for now, guys, go and listen to the album. Have a great Saturday and peace.
Chart Topper Radio.